Hello everyone and welcome to mathMinutes. In this video, we'll be exploring what quadratic equations are, how to factorize them, and how to solve them using the factorising method. Quadratic equations are an important part of algebra and are used in many areas of mathematics and science. So let's start by trying to understand what a quadratic equation is. A quadratic equation is an equation of degree 2. Which means that the highest power of the variable is 2. The general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are constants and x is the variable. Quadratic equations can have 1, 2 or no real solutions. The solutions to a quadratic equation can also be called roots. To solve such an equation, we must first set it equal to 0. There are various methods that can be used to find the roots of the equation, such as using the quadratic formula or completing the square. However, one of the simplest and most intuitive methods is factorising. To factorise a quadratic expression, we can use the following steps. First, list all the factor pairs of a times c. Next, find a pair of numbers m and n whose product is equal to a times c and the sum is equal to b. Then, replace bx with mx plus nx. Finally, take the common terms out and then simplify. Let's look at an example to understand this better. Let's solve the equation x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. We see that a equals 1, b equals 5, and c equals 6. Step 1, we multiply a by c, so 1 times 6 equals 6. We find all the pairs of numbers that multiply to give 6. 1 times 6 equals 6, and 2 times 3 equals 6. Step 2, we need to find two factors whose product is equal to 6, and whose sum is equal to 5. We see that 1 plus 6 equals 7, and 2 plus 3 equals 5. So we choose the numbers 2 and 3. The third step is to replace bx with mx plus nx. We have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Finally, we can split the equation in half, if you will, and take the common terms out. X squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 equals x times x plus 2 plus 3 times x plus 2, which equals x plus 3 times x plus 2. It's always a good idea to check our factorising is correct. We can do this by expanding our brackets. X plus 3 times x plus 2 equals x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6, which equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we can see that we have indeed factorised the equation correctly. Once we have factorised the quadratic equation, we can use the fact that if the product of two numbers is 0, then at least one of the numbers must be 0. This is called the zero product rule, and essentially what it says is that if px plus q times rx plus s equals 0, then either px plus q equals 0 or rx plus s equals 0. For example, in our previous equation, x plus 3 times x plus 2 equals 0. So if the product of two numbers is 0, then either x plus 3 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. Solving these equations, we get x equals minus 3 or x equals minus 2. Therefore, the roots or solutions of the equation x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0 are x equals minus 3 or x equals minus 2. Let's look at another example. Let's solve the equation 5x squared plus 9x plus 6 equals 8. Before we start factorising, we have to rearrange the equation so it's in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This gives us 5x squared plus 9x minus 2 equals 0. Now we can see that we have a equals 5, b equals 9, and the constant c equals minus 2. Let's start with multiplying a by c. We have 5 times minus 2, which equals minus 10. We find all the pairs of numbers that multiply together to give minus 10. Minus 1 times 10 equals minus 10. 1 times minus 10 equals minus 10. Minus 2 times 5 equals minus 10. 2 times minus 5 equals minus 10. Now we need to find two numbers whose product is equal to minus 10 and whose sum is equal to 9. We see that minus 1 plus 10 equals 9. 1 plus minus 10 equals minus 9. Minus 2 plus 5 equals 3. 2 plus minus 5 equals minus 3. So our numbers are minus 1 and 10. We replace bx in the equation 5x squared plus 9x minus 2 equals 5x squared minus x plus 10x minus 2. Finally, we take the common factors out. 5x squared minus x plus 10x minus 2 equals x times 5x minus 1 plus 2 times 5x minus 1, which equals x plus 2 times 5x minus 1. Let's expand the brackets to check our factorising is correct. X plus 2 times 5x minus 1 equals 5x squared minus x plus 10x minus 2, which equals 5x squared plus 9x minus 2. Now, to find the solutions, we have either x plus 2 equals 0 or 5x minus 1 equals 0. Solving these equations, we get x equals minus 2 or x equals 1/5. Therefore, the roots or solutions of the equation 5x squared plus 9x minus 2 equals 0 are x equals minus 2 or x equals 1/5. So, there you have it. An in-depth introduction to quadratic equations, how to factorise them, and how to solve them using the factorising method. Remember, quadratic equations have many applications in various fields, and mastering the skill of solving them by factorising can be extremely helpful. I hope you found this video informative and useful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more math videos. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.